Are you ready to discover which Evernote client to use so that you transform all the ways you manage your information in Evernote? Well, if you said yes, this video is for you because this is all about what clients there are, and you need to know which ones they are and what the capabilities are so that you make an intelligent or a thoughtful decision regarding which one to use at what point in your process. So we're going to look at the features of this tool from a client perspective so that you're making decisions that fit your personal workflow the best. In today's video, I'm going to dive into the three clients to show you the pieces and parts very quickly that are available so that you can navigate through the program. In a future video, I'll break down all of the screens in detail, but today I'm going to look at them very quickly and show you a little bit about what they look like so that you can start to think through how you'll use this tool. Now, let me just say this. Whether you are a newbie or a powerful power user, you're going to find something in here that you didn't know so that you can adapt it to your style and choose the client that fits best for your needs. Evernote has three clients: the desktop client, the web client, and the mobile client. In this video, I'm going to talk about all three, give you a quick preview of each of them. And I just want to point out a couple of differences that will make your decision making easier. And there are things that have changed since the last year. In the last year, how the program works, lots of changes. Over 100 feature-rich changes have been made. Evernote is now on version 10.120.3 in the desktop and 10.120.1 on mobile. And so lots of changes have been made. And in this video, we're going to talk about these three clients as you make decisions about which one will work for you based on where you are at a particular time. So let's hop into it. And the first one I want to talk about is the desktop client. The second one I'll talk about is the web client. And the third one I'll talk about is the mobile client. So here we are in the desktop client. And I started on Evernote Home, which is a dashboard. We're going to talk about Evernote Home later, and I'll dive into all of the things you can do with it. But the main navigation is in this left sidebar where you see this green button that says Note. All of the information here in this left sidebar, the categories, is really the driving force behind using Evernote. There's some tweaks in it. So, but you can get through here, and I'll go through these in detail in a future video. But you'll see there's a little bar here that says search, a field. Search in Evernote is very, very powerful. So don't skip over that. And you'll see search available in each of the clients. Then you have home, shortcuts, notes, task, files, calendar, notebooks, tags, shared with me in case you're collaborating, which we'll talk about, spaces, which is a new beta feature, and trash. I'm going to talk about two things. If I go to notes, you then see there are three panes. The sidebar, of course. I'm going to collapse it. The next says notes. This is your note list. I'll dig into it, but your note list, this is where all of your notes are in your database. Then to the right is the editor. Whatever note you're sitting on, if I click on here, the information in that note is going to show up in this right-hand side called the editor. That is true for every client. If you look at your notebooks, it's slightly different. You see a list of notebooks, and I have them categorized here, but a list of notebooks to the right. So you have your sidebar and you have your notebooks. Files, you have the sidebar, the files list, and the note editor, but you're not going to see very much because if you have an image in the or whatever in the file, that's what'll show up in that right-hand pane. Trash, if you have something in trash, it'll show up the note name and what's on it. In this case, it's a blank note sitting in a trash bin. So that's the quick overview of the interface on the desktop. What I will say is the desktop is to me the most powerful client. It's quick to move around. You can use lots of keyboard shortcuts, which we'll get into later, to navigate around the application. And so I want you to get that in your head. Two in particular, Command J, which is search. So if I want to search for something that's a note that says a, a note that has the word equip in it, it'll show up. And if I want to find that inside of a note, I can click here and say search for equip inside of notes as opposed to this note that showed up. If I go there, it's just there's the information. That's one of the big shortcuts that I use all the time, this Command J or jump command. And I actually have it programmed on my Stream Deck. I use it so much. And now we'll move on to the web client. Okay, so we're at the web client, and what you'll notice is it looks very similar to the desktop client. You have home, same thing you saw in the desktop. If you go to your notes, you'll see the three panes. The left bar, I can close it, the note list to the right of it, and then the note editor to the right of that. If I go to my notebooks, you'll see I have the sidebar, which I can expand and collapse, and the notebooks. If I go to files, I have sidebar, files, and the note. Very, very similar interface. Here's where it's different. If you use the desktop client, you have access to your Evernote database, whether you are on the internet or not on the internet. It actually puts the local copy on your computer. When you're here on the browser, you absolutely must be connected to the internet to get access to your data in your Evernote account using the browser app. And the way you get to the browser app, you just go to evernote.com and you log in with your credentials. I didn't say that earlier. I assumed you knew it, but let me just make it clear. Go to evernote.com, put in your username and your password, and you're logged into your system. So we're now going to move on to the mobile client and let you see how it looks a little bit different, but the same features are available. Okay, so I'll see you in the mobile app in a second. Okay, so we're back, and here's the mobile app. I am on the note list. What you'll see is you don't see the three panes here. You see the list of notes, and you see up here at the top the search field. I can also see my notebooks look very similar. Find the search field is up here, but you don't see the three panes. I can see task. I can see I don't see files here. And that's one thing that's different. You don't see the files here on the mobile client, but you'd see the shortcuts, the calendar, the tags, shared, the spaces, the beta feature. You see the notes. You also have this create button, so you can create different parts or different types of notes in and information in Evernote right here on the client. So that's one of the things that's different. You don't have the files view and you don't have the three panes. As you navigate, you get to a particular type piece of information. So example, you don't see home, but you see the scratch pad, we know that that's in home. So you have the widgets, it's just not laid out the same way. We'll talk about Evernote Home in a future video. So this is the mobile client. And one thing to know that's similar to the desktop client and the mobile client. The mobile client gives you access to notebooks and notes offline. Unlike the desktop client, you must do a little bit of planning. So if you're going to be someplace where you think you won't have access to your note to the internet, go ahead and go into the mobile client, and I'll show you how to do this in a future video, but you'll want to download either notebooks or notes or a combination thereof of the information that you want to have access to when you're not connected to the internet and you have your mobile device with you. That is one of the big differences in using the mobile app rather than the desktop app or even the web client or the desktop client and the web client. That offline access in your pocket, right with you, right on your device. And then when you're done, you can clear it and reclaim that space on your device. So I'm excited for where we're going to go in this series of Evernote Simplified. And thank you for coming along with me on this journey as we learn. So let me just say, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications so that you're alerted when these videos are released. Again, this is Evernote Simplified, and over the next few days, I will be releasing a video every day to get you through learning Evernote. And lastly, I'm going to suggest to you that you share your note taking and organization struggles in the comments below and ask a question so that I can answer your question in a future video. So, with that, I'm going to say, I'll see you in the next video because the algorithm is going to put one up and I think you should watch it because it's going to be awesome. I'll see you later.